We are live on YouTube Thursday night. Thank you very much for coming in here for with us. There's already people in the chat. They've been there for at least 7 or 8 minutes. Thank you very much for having patience and being there with us. I'm sure some people are going to join me shortly. Oh, look at that. They're already here. We have Truck Tech Joe. He was the first one here tonight. And then it was followed by KBRC 13, then John Martin, then Kurtz RC, and then Nate that actually came in after.
What's up, guys?
Good evening.
Oh, and Jem's Hobby is just coming in. And and maybe Brad's going to show up also. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't messaged me or anything.
I haven't heard nothing.
Yeah.
He emailed me a bunch of stuff today, so I know he's still doing stuff.
Yeah. Radioactive, how are you doing? Bob's our season there. Christina Nadine, how you doing? John Martin's in the chat. Spin Rush C1 is in the chat, which is Spin Rush RC. And Derp is in there also, and Corey McKenzie. Welcome in, guys. And probably my next door neighbor is also watching. He told me last week when I was painting in his garage. He told me, "Do you see when I'm in there?" I go, "Well, I only see you if you comment." He goes, "Oh, okay." But once in a while, he watches the stream while he's working.
Right on.
So real quick, I did paint the RC in the back, which is the EC8, the Mammoth. So this is all painted, ready for paint. This is all primed, ready for paint. So now I have to paint it camel.
So nice.
And another one I primed also, which is turning out pretty good. I should do some video and upload some shorts and things like that to see where I am with the stuff and things like that. So basically, I primed this guy. So after sanding it a whole bunch of time and after priming it with heavy prime, it's turning out pretty good. I finally installed this and painted it. It was actually white. So now it's painted. I am going to take it out and paint it and weather it. So the fenders are looking pretty good compared to what it was before. You can still see a little bit of some line, but not much.
Yeah.
The hood is looking very good.
Looks good.
The top had some very odd lines on it, but now I'm happy with it. The doors, okay. But the whole hood comes out and then it looks completely different.
Looking good.
But I am gonna do something special with this one. I'm not sure what kind of weather. I'll try something different.
What's up, big head? Addicted to RC.
Corey, he says, I won a Tacoma Cage Slayer chassis
Cool.
last week on a live. Good for you. Got it on Monday and built it Tuesday.
Huh.
It's the best performing 1/24th scale I own. Good for you. That's why I wonder sometimes, does the chassis really matter when you're building something, or is it the addition of the chassis? Like the axles, I know the shocks makes a big difference, and the tires also makes a big difference when you do a comp truck or when you change something on the truck. What do you guys think? Is it a chassis or a combination, or what's the thing you change on the truck that changed the performance on the truck? Let's go with you, Truck Tech Joe.
I think it's a combination. I mean, chassis is your base point that pretty much sets the whole I'm trying to think of the word. Just the whole setup of thing with the breakover and your skid angle, right? Angles and stuff like that make a lot of difference. Definitely a good base point.
I find a lot of people, they buy a ready to run kit, and then they buy the rails, and then they upgrade the rails, and then they upgrade the shocks, and then they upgrade the axles, and then they upgrade, and they just keep upgrading. At the end, how much of the original truck do you really have on there?
Right, not much.
There's not much of the original truck. It's almost as if you got to keep all your parts, and when you're done upgrading, you can almost rebuild your TRX4 or whatever your
Go
truck
back
is,
to stock. Yeah.
and have a stock one also, or
I
sell
think
it.
a lot of that depends on the person too, because I mean, obviously, if it's somebody new getting into it, they're buying an RTR because they don't know,
Mhm.
and then they're starting out. Okay, so the truck can't do this, but I want it to do that, so they add this or they add that to get to that point, and then it just kind of trickles downhill. I mean, I'm sure we've all got our first build that we started with plain RTR out of the box, ready to roll, and just went way too far with it. And
And
look
that's
back and think, you
yeah,
know what, if I would have just bought the chassis, the axles and everything, I'd have saved myself a lot of money. But it's a learning curve.
it is a
is.
learning curve.
You'll always remember that, and you'll always get back to that original build of what you had to do. And then when it comes time to actually doing something different, you're going to take a different road.
Yeah, uh, exactly. Like me, I still got my element, but I wanted to build a comp chassis or comp truck. And I said, no way am I going to take my SCX10 or my element and strip it and start building a comp truck. I guess it's the experience in me that knew better. Is just I started picking up parts, used parts from other people that they were getting rid of, axles, skid plates, and whatnot, like transmission. I just like bought knickknacks here, and then all of a sudden, oh, I had enough parts to build a truck. So, and then I built my comp truck, and it turned out pretty good without spending a lot of money. I guess it is like you mentioned, experience and just being patient, I guess.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
Up,
So,
down.
Dennis,
KVRC, what's the best thing you've ever done on upgrade?
I only got ready to run stuff, so I probably tires.
Tires?
Yeah. I still got all the stock electronics and all that stuff, so
And how about wheel wideners on your semi truck? Did that help it a lot?
yeah, that helped it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they could put them big tires on there.
Yeah. Just trying to pull on Jem's hobbies leg a little bit.
No pain, no gain there, Dennis.
Oh yeah, I'm hurting today.
I told you that physical therapy was going to get you.
Kurtz, what's the best upgrade you ever done, or did you just upgrade everything?
Well, the best I'd have to say is your motor and ESC or your servo, your electronics is probably a must. I think that would help you out better than even a chassis.
And that's an expensive part when you think about it, an upgraded servo and electronics. Like it could get expensive depending what you get. But if you're comping, you're going to pay the price. But if it's just with friends, you don't need to get that high-end price. Unless you really want to show off. And to me, it is a lot of show off when you put like the biggest, fastest motor, and then when you open it up, it's all got the bling bling and it looks good and it's not even dirty. To me, that's showing off more than anything.
Yeah, Dennis.
Not me. I don't do that.
Nate,
Well, because I like Tamiya, it's probably ball bearings would be
okay.
the number one upgrade I would say I would do.
It's everything.
Building a Tamiya kit, yes, I would agree with you, especially if you're gonna run it for a long time. When I built my Super Hornet. I did not put bearings in there because I didn't know better. It was my first Tamiya kit, and I just took the kit and I built it. And it did not take long until my front wheels were going like this. They were like flopping, like those
Yeah.
bushing did not last on those front wheels.
No, they really don't last.
So that was crazy. Spin Rush says, I believe weight reduction is a good upgrade, but that's for racing though, for like carpet racing and all that with the buggies. That makes sense. But I've also saying that I've also raced my Slash versus some of those cars on the racetrack. But yes, on the get up and go, they were way faster than me because they were lighter. But let me tell you, on curve or when you were really tight, I just did a little bump and they went flying because I was so heavy. But you are right, they're quicker and more nimble in the air. So that's kind of cool. He also says titanium is the best when it comes to weight reduction. The best and more expensive too. But
Yeah.
hey, if you're racing, you need to spend the money to win those races because you need to put all the chances in your back pocket, in other words. Jem's hobby. Oh, I see you're working on a little tiny one.
Yeah. I agree with Joe. It's a combination. You can have a good chassis, but if you have bad weight distribution and tires and wheels, you're not going to do anything. You know, one of the best first upgrades is tires and wheels, in my opinion, and then just go from there. I mean, find how far you want to go and what you want to do with it.
And I get that question a lot on Facebook on or on anything. What's the best tire I should use? To me, the answer is simple for that is look what everybody is running where you are. Because temperature change or the surface you're actually driving on is going to dictate what type of tire you're going to use. Is it muddy? Is it just rocks? Is it loose rock? Is it like there's a lot of different factors. Is it cold? Is it hot? There's a lot of factor that might enable you to pick a certain tire. But look into your local group, not like if you check in Canada, what's your best tire? It's going to be different than what it is in Texas. So just be careful on tires. Electronics, yeah, that's pretty close. You can go with electronics. The same electronics as your buddy. Dennis, what's the best upgrade you've ever done?
Driver.
Put a driver in there?
It all depends. It depends on your budget, really, and you know how far you want to take it.
I mean, you hire a new driver?
Yeah. Usually the first upgrade I do is tires.
Yeah. How many times have you seen it? And I've seen a bunch of times. A little kid comes to an event and he's got it ready to run and he cleans up everybody.
You can stop. That happens quite often.
Yeah.
See, the thing is the kids, they don't have the competitive edge like we do. Because us being adults want to show one another who's got the bigger sack than
Cojones.
the other guy does. So
And I think sometimes we overthink things. We think too much about it and then we take too long to pick a line. And sometimes they just go. They just see a line and they pick and they just drive. Therefore, they beat us in the time. So
the whole time they have the radio in the hand, they're there all about the fun.
Mm.
We're there about trying to beat our buddy.
True.
But the older the more you realize it's all about the fun. It's not about who wins and who doesn't.
Mhm.
Just about being fun and hanging out.
Cool. Guru's in the chat with us.
What's up, Guru?
Queenie's there also. Hey, Queenie, how you doing?
Weenie, Guru.
Top speed. I guess your top upgrade would be weight reduction, wind, getting it
Aerodynamics.
aerodynamics and motor.
pinion gears.
Yeah.
But if you can't get it to go down the road, then all three of them are irrelevant. So sometimes it's drivetrain in some cases, like I believe it was Dennis was saying, there's a lot of things that come into play. But if the drivetrain can't handle what you're putting through it, then the motor, the ESC, the batteries, all that other stuff is kind of irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, drivetrain, tires, like Josh said, is a big factor. Yeah.
Talking about drivetrain and new technology, and it is not a comp truck, but I saw this on Facebook. The new capo coming out. This thing is nuts.
Is that
Like,
1/8 scale, I believe?
I'm not sure on the scale, but let's have a look.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think that's the same one that I'm thinking of, Tank. They've been putting it all over. Yep. I believe it's a 1/8.
I'm not going to bother putting the audio on. It does have music. So this is the diff. So this is all metal. Capo is crazy on, well, they're a CNC machine shop. So they do a lot of their own machining. But here's the diff, all metal.
The
all
whole car is
plastic.
metal.
Yeah.
Now, this is the part that's very interesting, and I think more people should actually do this with RCs. And this is the front steering mechanism.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's a rack.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
This is
Interesting.
nice. And it's so simple when you really think about it and how they've done it. And it
Oh,
brings
yeah.
everything down.
And with the gearing being like that, it doesn't matter if you have a real high torque servo or just an RTR servo, it's going to turn.
Gonna
Yeah,
turn
Mm-hmm.
the key to those, you got to keep the dirt out of that gear rack, which looks
Yeah.
like they can.
Yeah, it looks like it's all enclosed.
With the cover they've put there, it looks pretty good. But like, this is for a trail truck. I don't think this would be good for a comp truck. Mind you, if you keep your comp truck clean, and some comps you just go on rock, so it's not bad. But this won't give you the clearance on a comp truck. But this is cool because the way it's done right now and the angle, you don't have no more steering bump, no steer bump.
Yeah.
I haven't seen ISF or IFS on a comp truck yet either.
Mm-hmm.
Portals.
Yet.
IFS portal.
I don't know if I had one of these, I don't think I would put across rocks.
Huh.
That's a lot of money.
It's too nice. It's way
Like,
too nice.
Look at the
Amazing
chassis,
the
the way
front-
they've done the chassis, all the cross beam and things like that.
Mhm.
The axle looks like stiff. Now, no portals in the rear, only portals in the front, which to me makes sense because it really lifts your front from the rock. The rear
How do
can
you
tell.
how do you get your timing or it to go?
Your
Oh, it
gearing,
must be the tranny must change directions for the back, huh?
Must.
Well, they're machining their own axles, so I'm sure they're compensating for the opposite direction.
But you can
You'd
flip.
You'd have to
You
put
can
an
flip
extra gear in
the.
there though.
You can
it
flip the
could be a
rear gear.
reverse. It might be a reverse cut gear on the front.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
wow, like the way they got the 2-speed, or I think it's the dig. No, it looks like 2-speed.
You know, like Spinner said, there's a lot of effort just put into just making the video.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shit.
Yeah, I'll say.
And then
Teach me how
Intrigued
to
by
do
the
that. Oh.
intrigued by the trailing arm too.
I'm getting there, Kurt.
Now, if I had money to spare, this is the truck I would love to get.
I'd
And this
love
is
to
really-
build that, just to build one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right.
see, they have the shock. There's actually two shocks, but there's also this that when your shock hits the bottom of it, this actually is a third
yeah,
third
it's your,
It's a
your
bump stop.
Yeah.
Like a spring inside it or something.
either sprung or hydraulic.
sway bar.
Sometimes they'll make those like an air shock, so the air will be the spring.
Even everything
Well,
is
they got
made.
them in the back too, huh?
Everything is
Wow.
machined. Like this would be a crazy awesome build. That's where your battery goes.
What? Plastic?
That thing's gonna be pretty expensive.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be around $3,000.
I remember seeing it a while back, but I didn't know it was a 1/8. So this thing's gonna be big.
Oh, that's big, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd hate to see the price on it, which I'm sure they already have the price on their site.
I thought you had to call to find out on a lot of their stuff.
Oh, that's nice. Be so cool to build that. Like it's simple. It's
What is the price tag on it?
I don't
It's gonna
know.
be like $3,000.
Well, look it
$2,000.
up, Tank.
We'll look
How
at it
good
later.
are
We'll
you?
keep talking
Man.
about some of
You
this stuff.
know,
What is it? Ace One?
The other thing I want to talk about is this guy, the TRX4 Sport High Lift Edition. Now we have a guy here that actually has one, and he wants to unbox it with us and show us what his truck looks like. So that's the High Trail Edition, and it is the body clipless body mounting system, which is nice. An inch of clearance compared to the other guy. You do have skill accessories. Like this is crazy how high it is. And for Keith, for mudding, this is perfect. Even the tires are 2.2 tires, I believe.
Trying to figure out how this servo thing works.
For what?
Servo tester doesn't spin.
Were you testing your
There's-
servo?
Yeah.
Okay, for that you got to hit the
there's a little white button.
there. Yeah,
Next to
there's a
your
little button
switch.
you press.
There
Now
you go.
you're in different mode. Don't go too fast.
Oh,
That's the one where you can turn the knob. That's the neutral. No, the one before it was to turn the knob, and that's automatic.
Now it should go from one side to the other one automatically. One is center, one you can control the knob, and the other one is going to go from one side to the other by itself.
okay.
And so that's the one where you turn the knob.
All right. Yeah, okay. I see it now.
But 90% of the time, if you're just going to be testing the servo, you're going to use the automatic or in the
Or
neutral.
the center. Every time I put this, I put it in center, and that's how you center your steering and put your horn on it.
When you put it in the center, it centers it up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's a pretty easy, simple servo tester, that one.
Yeah.
Now we're going to keep talking about some stuff, and then we'll come back with Keith later.
Okay, so that's center.
So he's going to show us his truck, and he got the gray edition with some green accent. The reason he got that one is because he likes green.
Where's Brad?
Who else likes green?
I was gonna say it's awful quiet in here.
Nice. Don't jinx
Now,
it.
Brad did send me some pictures or some videos,
No kidding.
not videos, but links. So this is basically what Kyosho came out with as a re-release. If you like buggies, it's cool.
It still looks like so toyish though.
It does. It's
Even though it's Kyosho, and we all know that's not a toy grade,
it's
but
bringing back the
that's
80s.
that still looks it, man.
It's bringing back the 80s with this thing. It's easy to drive and maintain. This is the definitive two-wheel drive bucky, they say.
Hmm.
And I believe that's a Sandmaster, but it is a 10 scale. Wheelbase 270. And the motor is a 540. You are limited on what type of motor you can put there because the way the cage is. You could put a longer can, but not that long. So Brad wanted me to show you guys this. Another thing that came out is Killer Body came out with this scale truck. Now,
Horrible.
horrible. This is scale. So it is not for comping. Yes, you could go on the rock. Therefore, it would be a rock crawler because you'd be crawling on the rocks. But you could not compete against better performing trucks. But it's interesting how
Probably couldn't make it over the rock.
it all depends on the rock, yeah. So it's
Have you
pretty
seen
interesting.
have you seen the build and the review on it?
No.
Oh,
So was made for that LC 80 truck or 88, whichever it is,
Okay.
the original chassis. They converted it to fit this Gladiator. First, they didn't send out any of the correct instructions. So it was still showing a leaf spring setup in the back and all this stuff. Then they sent out the instructions, but stuff was wrong and they had to send out new parts for it. But they released it tested.
Okay.
The shocks are basically friction dampeners, but there's no lock in them. They have limited straps, so you can't extend far enough or they'll just pull apart. You can only fit a 540 motor in it, but you can't run any of the front scale accessories with the motor in it because it's in the Gladiator chassis. There's so many things they need to adjust on it. It looks amazing, but it is a model that happens to drive.
Yeah. And it is $299, so but that's just the chassis, not with the body. You got to buy the body separately.
Yeah, and the battery in it is basically to run an interior with that body, which looks amazing but hard to build. You almost have to run like a SCX24 battery.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Where the heck is battery? The only place to put it in
That plate right there on the bottom.
This plate.
If you do the underneath shot,
yeah, I see
it's
here
right
how
there. Yeah,
flips open.
you could probably fit a 1500 in it, or like one of our controller batteries you put in the bottom of the Fly Skies or the Radio Link or whatever. That's it.
They need to just stick with making bodies.
Yeah, true. I
It
finished
looks amazing.
I finished a Run RC truck a little while ago. Run RC is pretty good. I can show you guys later what that looks like. He also sent me SSD. I don't know why. He just sent me to this page. So I don't know if we'll look at other products, see where it is, but they have some brass knuckle for the Yoda 2. That's interesting.
Which those look like deluxe fab parts.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like deluxe fab. They have the same stuff.
Those have been out a while though, because I run the SSD front brass on my Axial Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, their brass has always been squarical like that.
Yeah. And it's heavy.
Yeah. I just bought a set for my TRX 4M.
Is that what broke everything last time you drove it?
I bought them, but I have not put them on. No, that was that PureTech motor, little Komodo. It's evil.
You destroyed everything.
No, front diff is still good in the transmission.
Yeah,
I
as
don't
far as
see
for
no
the
pin in this
SX24.
servo
What is it?
to make 360.
If there's no pin in it, then it should be a 360 servo.
It's not.
Or it's on the inside
Trail
in the
Finder
plastic
2
housing.
Extra Cab.
Sorry.
RC four-wheel drive has a bunch of stuff. He sent me the Dick Creep tire.
And Dixie scale tires.
They look very scale, yes. How much are those tires?
$21
What's up, Eric? Whiskey Runner?
And that's
For
usually
one.
for two.
It doesn't say how many. I'm hoping it would be for two, but
Yeah, because they do sell them in singles sometime for the rear tire, and that's what I'm trying to find out how many is them in there is. I like the rim.
I think he was trying to show the new white TF2 extra cab.
yeah, that
This
looks like a nice truck.
this is the
does.
page he sent me to. I went to the other page to see what was new.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's two tires. What's included? Two
Look at that
RC4
knobby one down there in the center. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Krypton they call it. It's like a military truck or something. Wow.
Fucking Schwarzenegger tire.
Right.
Now, first thing a lot of people would do is take the snips to the center treads to make it more grippy. And that's it for that. And then there's these trucks. Let's go. There's the semi trucks. These are hydraulic, but here's the extra cab. I like the look of it.
Yeah.
Needs to be rusted out.
Good old Toyota.
It all depends. Like I like it looking new, and I do like some of the truck looking old. But sometimes you just want it to look brand new.
Well, RC every day showed it slammed. It looks pretty awesome slammed too.
Slammed, yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Looks real good slammed.
Yeah, in that post, there was a few people that noticed right off the bat some of the changes that they made to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They scaled down the giant engine in the front.
Yep.
I think.
Yes. Yeah, Josh
Inner-
was saying that they put the proper engine into this one.
Right.
What
Inner
they-
fenders. Because the other extended cab didn't come with inner fenders.
True.
The yellow shocks. They're not old man emu or a licensed shock. They're just yellow now.
Okay.
Yeah, the engine in the bay is a little bit scaled more properly.
Now a lot of people are gonna buy that and paint it black and make it look like a Back to the Future truck.
Well, they had that one before. That's the old
Yeah.
extended cab.
The other thing that they did on it that they didn't show was the shackle mounts on the rear suspension for the leaf springs. They put them the correct way this time. That was a big thing that everybody noticed.
Yeah, it does look fixed in the front.
Going on, Eric?
Yeah, engine bay, the doors open. That does look nice with the doors open. but it's not a rock crawler.
Oh, that'll crawl rocks.
Oh yeah. It's not a car,
Bounce them.
but it's
It'll flat across them too.
I like
Yeah.
my TF2 on the rocks. A lot of people like if you know your truck, you can go in bad places, and some people are just amazed sometimes. You went through with that? Like, well, yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been having fun with mine.
Yeah, mine's a blast. Except for snapping axles.
Yeah.
Now these toys, those are fun little toys. All hydraulics. That's the one Sean's RC's been playing with. Limited
Those are
edition.
the cheaper ones that Sean's been playing with.
Right. 2,100 for a skid steer. Yeah,
Well, there's just as much in that skid steer as there is a big, huge loader. So,
right.
hydraulic wise,
That's crazy.
What's up, y'all? Gotta work on.
What's going
What's
on
up?
here?
Bert,
so Eric,
Bert,
Cool toys. Now I'm gonna look to see if I can't find a price for that Capo racing truck.
I did a quick search and it gave me the runaround.
yeah, me too.
Sometimes you got to send them an email.
Yeah,
Well, it wouldn't even load their page. It just says coming soon.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. When you go on their page now, this is what you see.
they're probably getting slammed now, but as they released that video.
Maybe. They used to have a
HPI's
website.
new Mustang.
Let's see if there's 20. There's a bunch of comments. I wonder if somebody asked how much it is. Somebody says, I dig the IFS portals, but it's too bad there is no support for Capo in the US. Nobody replied on it.
Well, they're just showing support.
Sure. Somebody says it's way too expensive for me. If some parts gets broke, my savings are gone.
Go to work for another couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or a
And
month.
break it again.
Josh, you gonna get the portal conversion for the SEX 10 Pro?
I don't know. I've been looking at it. I think it'd be a good axle kit to buy. It's $150, $160 for a whole set of portal axles.
That's not
I
bad.
was looking at them too. He sent me the link.
They should make an optional kit to have the portals make two different kits.
Well, it's a good starting point for an axle.
Or even just a rig
Especially-
in general.
Yeah, just as a complete throw-in set, that's a hell of a price.
But doesn't come with ring and pinion, does it?
Comes with everything. Says it's
Oh, really?
all
They
set up
complete?
for whatever you need.
Yeah, that's a complete kit.
Yeah, that's an instant build right there.
I might have to
You're right.
might just buy some and have it.
Right. I thought about getting them for my class 1 because I still have an old TRX4 set up on it.
You guys don't hear this beeping, right?
Nope.
No.
We do
so
now.
loud.
I did there.
Yeah, my
My
ears.
I'm gonna
Yes,
mute.
yes, Brett, we did see that snowblower attachment on the crawler. It was what, last week or week and a half ago or something like that?
I think it was last week that orange and white Chevy Blazer that the guy put one on.
Yeah. Yeah, the TRX4, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna make one, but I was like, it doesn't snow here.
That's what you get for not getting snow and buying a snowblower or a blade.
Okay, did you see what Derp just put in there in the chat tank?
You know what?
The smoke breathing 10x10 RC and Vincar channel.
No. Let me go to the chat and see.
That's probably the new Cross
What's up, JD?
T-Rex. What's going on, JD?
Who's the druid sitting in for Dennis?
Smoke breathing 10x10 RC. That's probably not the mammoth, but the T-Rex.
Yep. Yeah, that's the T-Rex dirt from Cross.
Even if I had the money, I measured it, it wouldn't fit in there.
You'd have to build a bigger shelf.
Oh no, I had to build a bigger room.
I searched for Capo and it sent me to Instagram for Capo Queen, and don't go there. Don't search. I'm kind of glad I didn't show you guys that, but
Oh,
Oh,
yes, you are allowed to go look. So I know from on this side, Kaizo, and that's usually where I usually went for some pricing because they do have the products and they have all the parts or the trucks that they have there. So I clicked on the link here for Queen, and it does say it's 1/8 car pre-sale discount before January. Add to cart. They're added successfully to the cart, and then I come here. It says you gotta send an email for pricing. So I did send the email. I did request it, so hopefully it will come in before we're done.
you will get that email on Saturday.
Maybe.
Either that or
Okay.
Monday.
Should be daytime right now there, huh?
Well, tune in next week
Yeah.
for pricing
Where the-
on the
That was-
Queen.
I was gonna say,
Where
where are they located? This company?
I'm not sure.
Like I said, if they're over in Shenzhen there, they're gonna be going on their month-long vacation there or whatever for
Yep.
the new year.
They're
Chinese
already
New
on
Year.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
started
like
it.
it's-
New Year started.
Would it start the 18th, I think?
Well, I'm just saying in general, I know it was coming up and going on, so answer might be a little while.
Give you a nice box for socks, right?
No, those
my
are for
tools.
tools.
Oh.
I guess it's good that
Put my
they
glasses
come in
on.
different colors, or you can change a color. I guess that's a
I was
good way
just-
not to lose your driver.
I was just looking at that and that looks expensive as hell.
They look like they're lighted. They are. They got lights in them.
Yeah.
$300 set.
That way, Dennis, you're not alone in the dark.
Yeah.
And it's the Type C.
For guys like me that can't see the right one, just go by color.
Oh shit. I can tell you how much the GTR is. Skyline GTR R34,
Okay.
$2,000.
I asked for that a long time ago for the pricing for this. It is a 1/8.
It is the Skyline GTR R34 is a 1/8, and it's $2,000. The the limited edition is $3,000.
I don't know, RC or just a model.
An RC.
Hope it's an RC.
Samurai. JK Max.
I just happened to find it looking through
Pretty
another
cool.
way.
Somebody's having fun with a servo.
Sorry.
The Ace One. This is the one I've wanted for so long. But now that the other one, the newer one, the Queen is out, I think the Queen looks probably perform better than this thing. I don't know. I wonder if RC Sparks still have his. Or if he sold it. That's a nice machine, man.
Now, when I tried to search for that, it came up as a bed.
Oh, yeah?
The Queen came up as a bed.
This is, they don't, what scale? It is 1/10 scale, so it's going to be smaller than the other one.
Still.
How much is that one?
I can't remember. You every time you click on it, you gotta ask for pricing.
Oh, shit. No, that's not it.
Can't
Cool.
afford it if you have to ask, I guess.
So who was playing with that servo? Was it Nate?
Yeah, it's me.
And what were you doing?
I'm trying to see if I can change the travel of these servos with this little charger that I have that you can mess with. It can do things with servos. I think it's
Yes.
like I can't remember what it's called. It's a smart charger. It's an M800. And I
Okay.
can't even see the freaking name of the company on it. It's like a RC toolbox or something like that.
Yeah, I do have a servo that you can program the servo, but I think it's only works on some servos. Some servos are programmable, but I don't know if you can program any type of servos. I never.
Yeah. You ever seen like one of these chargers?
Nope.
You can charge, you can connect a servo to it and send it through.
Put it through its paces.
Yeah. You can change its travel too, which I'd seen to be able to do on some servos, but not that JX servo. This tactic, I think I got it to go 180. Let's see.
Yeah, the Spectrum Smart battery checker will do servo test also.
That's almost 180, maybe 120. This thing's noisy. I can't turn the beeps off. Sorry.
We don't hear the beeps or the servo right now. We did earlier, but I don't know why. And then there's that other creation that you build to for Keith there.
Yeah, that's what I was testing out. I'm about to send it.
All of,
You right?
all of a sudden, that looks awful big.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah.
It's not. It's. Oh, where's my tape?
4.5.
About 4 inches total height, and then you got the little screw stud. It's actually less than that. It's probably 4.25. Let's see here. I gotta make sure that's that PO box you sent me is right, Keith. I just
Yeah,
wanted to verify with you.
yeah.
Cool.
But I got this thing to travel more.
Yeah, I see that.
Well,
Whoa.
anyway, we'll get it going.
Nice.
Need to patent that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just patentable.
What is that for anyhow?
It
For
is an
light wheels.
actuator for Keith's man to pop out of his cabin.
Hmm.
Really glad you finished the cabin part.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
top of the roof. The roof.
Too dry.
Yeah. What do you call that? Little the little cover.
Yeah. I don't know.
The little hatch.
Manhole. Yeah.
Hatch.
Little manhole hatch.
For his manhole.
Mhm.
Spin Rush says, I love that Spectrum smart charger. You can charge your iPhone with a LiPo as well.
Yep.
You seen the new Noble 4 Plus or whatever? Is that, anybody see pictures of that yet or anything?
No, I know Noble was coming out with a new one. Is it a Noble 4, a new one?
Well, that's what they were saying, a 4 Plus or something like that, but I haven't seen any pictures or heard anything about it.
Joe,
I figured Joe or
the noble guy.
that Josh would know
No.
about it.
You know, I didn't
haven't-
have one just till recent. So like, and then I bought one used, and then I had an opportunity to buy a Pro used. So so now I've got a Pro and an MB4. The MB4 is for sale. So just saying,
Keep telling me that.
you need one in your life.
They're actually very nice controllers. I have one.
Yeah, I was the last meetup that we did with Joe and Josh and these guys. I was driving one of the Red Cat Ascents that was on it, and I like the feel of that radio. Nice and
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have bought the Pro, but being that I got it for the same price as I bought the Noble, it was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, I just wish the background light on it would be a lot brighter so you can see it during the day in the
Yeah,
sun.
turn the you can't go into like the
Nope.
oh,
Nope.
damn.
No,
Nope.
you can just change the contrast a little bit, but it doesn't help with the
I was gonna
reflection.
ask, did it have brightness or anything like that?
But
Doesn't
this is
fit.
the Noble Pro 4
It doesn't work.
and B4. But that's the original one, I think, eh?
Yeah. It's supposed to be a plus and B4
Okay.
plus or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I bought. What's that saying that is for sale?
Look, it's got two wheels. One in the front, one in the side.
It's got one on the other side too, if you look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that model does not have three wheels. Only this one.
It doesn't show. This one's just sold out. Currently unavailable.
No, there is no plus.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was wondering. They're supposed to drop today on the 25th. It was saying.
Let's see.
Must have got delayed.
Yep.
It was on Facebook, I think.
When did you see it on Facebook?
2 days ago.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they delayed it because
It
of
was
radio.
yeah, it had like a picture of the wheel, and it was a different design inside, like a real rim.
I got one of those.
Yeah, it's
You see it on
Here it is right
Facebook, it
here. It says
must be true.
new transmitter debut, say January 25th. But I don't know. It came by. I know
Oh,
it's-
wait, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
The Noble Group.
Go to redrc.net.
You just entered a porn site.
The Noble Group I'm in says it's going to have the Hobbywing ESC programming on it, a brighter screen, USB-C,
Whoa, I got a whole
easy
bunch of
removal
pop-ups there
handle.
showing on my screen. Where did you send me?
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong website. Oh, I like the detachable base. It's got a detachable handle. Oh, a cover handle with the battery goes in the handle.
It always has.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have a note. I don't know. I'm just looking.
It's
But you
actually
used to have
something
to take the handle apart to get to it.
to get to. Now they say it'll come right off the bottom or something, right?
Right.
Like the one in the handle grip.
Looks backlit
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it looks a lot brighter.
That's what everybody was asking for. It's like, come on, really? Out of all the technology you have, you can't put a better
Light. Yeah.
light to brighten it up to, out for outside.
It looks like it's actually got color to it too.
Because me being colorblind,
Well,
I can't see that in the daytime.
Oh yeah, that's why it's just stay monochrome.
Yeah.
well, if you update your Pro, the Pro
Yeah.
does have a different background once you update it.
This is white background, but it's not that bright, I guess.
No, because I even had Thompson made me a little visor that I put on mine, a little 3D printed one. I just broke it yesterday too.
You're always breaking shit.
I'll have to try to print
Always
one out.
breaking shit.
That's 3D printed, man.
I don't care. You're still breaking shut
Shutting down. Lost signal.
Dang, check your Zoom.
Check my Zoom.
You got a phone? You got your
That
phone?
didn't
with
say
you?
how much it was though, or nothing yet, huh?
I sent you a Zoom thing. I mean, a WhatsApp thing.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, see if
No
you
problem.
No. The official release will be on February 22nd.
Oh, okay.
They have not released full specs yet. But it does say a brighter LED screen and more race-inspired steering wheel, as well as a higher capacity battery. Yeah, okay.
Did they add more models? A lot of people were complaining to have more model memory.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But what else are you guys working on?
Oh, just painting up some little scale goodies that Eric's been sending me for a couple months. Finally got around to it.
Well, painting is not bad because you don't have to use your arm a lot. Well, your bad arm.
No, and I'm actually resting my arm up against my bench
Okay.
and using paint pens. A paint pen.
And looks
are
like
you
Gems.
shaking?
Looks like Gems has changed scale. His truck grew. I don't know if he fed it or something because it's much bigger now.
Gave it some weed and feed.
Right, gave some
I was gonna
Scots.
install a winch on my buddy's truck here, and I forgot he's got to lay down servo mount, so I don't know where to put it.
Okay.
The lay down servo.
And what kind of winch are you putting on there?
I got this old Outlander because Jericho went to the muscle winch. So this thing is big.
Okay.
I don't know where it will fit.
Yeah, I also have one of those. But mine has a pin in the center of it, and then when I push on the pin, it's a freewheel. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the muscle winch. Jericho's has the muscle winch has it. This Outlander doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, so you can wheel out the wire a lot faster, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you just push that pin and pull.
I didn't even think about that. I'm buying a winch.
Well, it would fit in the rear in the rear, but then you'd have to do a channel to bring it all the way up to the front.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cow.
Yep.
It's like he needs to get an Atlas put in there.
Yep.
And that's why I got to do a camouflage paint job, and I got to make sure it doesn't turn out into a cow because it's winter theme.
Keith, did you get your servos yet?
Yeah. I got the box of them.
Sweet.
That's why I got that servo tester.
Did you get Brad's servo he was going to send you?
No,
That's a joke, right?
It's in
that's
the
why
mail.
he's gonna send it to me tomorrow, he said. I said, okay.
Well, maybe next time John Martin goes there, he can pick it up and send it to you if ever he doesn't send it.
Yeah.
Did he get the one that you sent him already?
Yeah.
He should, never mind.
It's okay.
What are you working on with those big bolts, John?
It's only a servo.
Working on making some bolts so I can bolt the legs onto a brake.
Okay.
Well,
As
fellas, I think I'm gonna.
I found out a neat little trick with my laser cutter.
Okay, cool. Truck Check
I
Joe,
think-
you're leaving us?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak out for night. I've had some long nights this week, and I got another long day tomorrow. So
Sounds good. We'll
try
talk
to catch
See you
up
later,
on
Joe.
some sleep.
Have
You guys have a good
Joe.
evening.
All right, Joe.
Good night.
Everybody.
Like siege.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be late tonight. I'll keep going till 11:30, but then you guys can do the after hour because I took some cold medication. And I got this cold
Ooh.
that just doesn't want to go away, and I took the night one, so it's going to make me drowsy.
Yeah, take Robitussin.
So if you're drilling on yourself in the next 45 minutes, we know why.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith,
What-
if those servos do go 180, you can put the smaller gear on this rack,
Uh-huh.
and you can move the servo in towards the rack. So it's got two positions.
Okay.
So I made it just in case the servo only goes like 120, that you still get close to 2 inches of travel.
But that gadget that you made is for a full-size servo. It's not for the small one he has in his hands.
No,
This is full size.
That's a full size?
Yeah.
you had a smaller one before, no?
Yeah, I had the blue one that came with my servo tester.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I guess it's full size.
But that's a black servo. It's not an Amazon servo.
Yeah, it's a cheap 4 for
Oh,
$20 servo.
yeah. I usually put those in my on-road cars, like my Tamayas or thing like that. They do not need a strong servo.
Yeah,
What I like about those, they are like $10 each, but they're metal, and the
Yep.
one I got anyways.
yeah, these are metal. I didn't get
So-
plastic.
It's more than enough for the Tamiya cars.
As long as they're quick enough. Did you put that on the tester, Keith?
Yeah, it goes.
Good. That's a start, right?
Yeah.
Find the
Yeah.
pin.
If it didn't go.
No, never found no pin in there.
Well, like Josh was saying, it might be inside underneath all that.
Inside the middle here,
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
underneath all them gears.
probably is.
Yeah, I showed Keith some videos last week or this weekend, whatever. A lot of people are making servo winch and showing you how to make servo winch on YouTube. But most of the videos you're looking at is you're taking completely apart and actually taking the board out and the control board and just soldering a power directly to the motor leads or on the board motor leads. But for that, yes, your servo is going to turn into a 360, but you still need a winch controller.
Or you need a aux switch if you want to put it on your one of your. You need a 3-position switch or a winch controller.
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to glue your stator, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but the way they do it, they bypass that. They actually remove it. So you bypass the pitchiometer, whatever's inside.
Diameter. And
Yeah.
you just, what I've done, I was just taking everything out and just took it straight to the motor and said, screw it. Because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
put it,
then
I'm
you
putting it on a
need
switch.
a winch and a winch controller, and you also need a radio that does a three-way switch.
Mm.
But no matter what, even if you convert your servo the way I've done it, and I am probably going to make a video out of it again, is the to show people how to do it that way. But on your remote, you also need a 3-position switch because you need to make it stop. So center is stop, and then there's high and low, or
Yeah.
Yep.
And out.
in and out. Yes.
Well, I gotta
Up
put
and down.
I gotta put 2 winches on my TRX4, one in the front, one in the back, and that's gonna go on one switch, and I'm gonna use my trigger for forward and backwards.
Okay. The GT5 is not bad for that. It's got the wheel, so you can actually use the wheel, and the more you turn that wheel, the more it's going to go in. The problem with that, or using a wheel, is finding that center.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't know that. In some radios, you can actually, because what happens is some people, they put it right in the center, but if ever they don't, it's going to creep so very slowly and it's going to come in or it's going to move. But in a lot of radio, you can widen the center position. You can make that a little wider, which means that you have more give. You got to turn it a little bit more before it starts going. So that's kind of cool.
Well, that's where mixing comes in.
Yep. And the chat has been quiet like crazy.
Yeah, it's a quiet night.
Yep.
I think everyone prepared today.
Yeah. Current viewer, well, there's 24 people watching. That's not bad.
Yeah.
We went all the way up to 29.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm probably going to use this little blue servo they gave me for the guillotine.
Okay.
That's why I got this servo tester, so I can figure out how to run it.
Just see how you doing.
Trying to see on the video too, because I disabled the little heart, but I'm trying to see if we're live to show you guys how to actually remove it once you're live.
We're still live.
Yeah, it's all right.
And once you live, you can't do it.
Or you can only do it before you go live.
Yeah. You can't disable it now. Unless. Nope.
Hey, Josh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it out Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Hurting too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that girl today, she was stretching my arm back behind my head like you would stretch her legs behind hers.
Yeah.
She didn't offer both services?
Oh, I don't believe in child abuse. She is 4.5 months pregnant.
So has anybody
I mean, she
heard
puts out.
news on the Cross RC or what's going on with them? Because they've been having distribution issue lately
Yes.
and getting stuff. I guess it's off the boat or something.
Yeah, the problem is that it's still sitting in customs. And they have the same issue every year around this time, that once it hits customs, it sits there for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then they'll load the rail cars with where it's going. And normally they start from the West Coast and work their way over this way to the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So it could take up to a month and a half to 2 months before anybody on the East Coast can see anything in their stores or in their possession.
Oh, they have stock of this one now.
Yes, I've got that trailer.
I got that.
The T006.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a nice trailer.
Yeah, compared to the other one, it looks a little bit better. I
Yeah,
like that it have a full metal bed instead of the mesh one.
yeah, it's all machined, CNC machined Darlin. So you have to glue everything together. Like the railings get glued on it, and the decking is a scale diamond plate. It's actually aluminum. You have to put all that, you got to put that all together.
You're saying it's aluminum, but you got to glue it?
No, it's the all of the pieces,
Okay, okay.
like the railing and the tongue assembly, that has to get glued together with a good ABS glue or
Yeah.
the
So it's not all aluminum, it is an ABS
correct.
okay.
The axles are steel. It does have the steel springs and steel stamp wheels. It's got a light kit that comes with it. The ramps pull out from underneath,
Okay.
and it's a perfect fit for through 10th scale truck. Like my 10-2s fit on it good. My original SCX 10 fits on it good, and all the cross trucks fit on it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that trailer.
Sean's new trailer.
Yeah, Sean's trailer looks crazy. I built this one for Justin, but now I'm building a 6x6, but now he's got to bring the trailer back to me because he wants me to paint it now.
You want us to paint a camouflage?
Yeah, it's to match the truck.
If I remember right, that's a $600 or $700 trailer.
829. Oh, that's the, sorry. Yeah, the TC 428 is the 829 for this one. 499 for the other one, for the smaller one.
I think the Mammoth would look good with the Tamiya tanker trailer on the back of it.
Too small.
Might be too small, yeah.
'Cause that truck is 30,
Nah.
30 something inches.
Yeah, so he's hooking it up and he's driving a tanker with it.
It's going to look like a pop bottle behind it. Not going to look scale.
Because I was supposed to get this last week, but I found out that it's still on the boat.
Still on the boat.
Yep.
Shipping container on the boat.
Could put a shipping container on this.
It's true.
Matter of fact, I just talked to them this afternoon.
Okay.
I had to call them.
I guess I could get somebody to 3D print the part that goes at the back of this, because this is not, or does it come with the truck? It should come with it.
Nope. Doesn't come with it.
Doesn't come with this?
It comes with that, but it doesn't come with the insert.
Okay, okay.
So you would have to have somebody design a wheel lift
Yeah.
that slides in, and then design that where it'll actually move, because that part doesn't move.
Yeah.
It just tilts with the bed.
Yeah,
See, all that's done with servos.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's strong enough to lift up to a 14-pound truck.
Cool.
Yeah, because it had your truck up on there at Beat the Creek, didn't it, Dennis?
Yep. And that truck's almost 13 pounds.
Now, I've read the manual or looked at it, and it was kind of interesting the way they have the rear, not the rear winch, but how the servo is actually working for the rear.
Yeah.
For the bed to go up and down. Right?
Yeah, it's this thing. See, it's like a worm. It's like a worm gear.
Yeah. And then the servo attaches to one side of it.
Yeah, and the servo has a worm gear on it also, and it just turns it. For the motor. They always show how to assemble the motor, but all the cross RC kit I've seen, the motor comes pre-assembled.
It's more for maintenance.
Yeah. That's to make it pretty.
But your AT6, that was a kit, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And the motor was pre-assembled.
Yep. Yeah, motor and axles are usually pre-assembled from them, which I don't mind. It's just a few less steps that I have to worry about.
Yeah. So here's another one, Keith, that's kind of a worm gear that goes on a motor that has a gear, and then when this turns, it makes the 2-cylinder for the truck for the lift bed to actually turn.
Oh, and it goes on that motor down there, right? It goes into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this little motor. This
Right.
is a like a 380, or it's a small motor, even maybe smaller than a 380. It's kind of interesting how they got that.
Yeah, they put a lot of.
Yeah, it's got the little bit of gear reduction into it.
Yeah, like a little planetary gear set on there.
Yep.
But it's the other one also that was interesting, the one for
Put a lot of Nathan brain into it.
the one for the bed that
Engineering.
actually slides down. So the one we just saw is to lift the bed, and it comes with it. There's a lot of things that comes with this kit, and it's not to me, it's not that expensive. Yes, it is a two-wheel drive, but that's how these truck came anyways.
Right.
It's a scale truck.
A lot of stuff, man.
Comes with the lights. Oh, here's the other one. So it's motor, and then this goes into this bearing carrier, and it goes onto here. And the bed is going to attach to that, and when this turns, the bed goes back and forward on this.
On that, yeah.
And this is actually attached under the bed.
Big lead screw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
So there's that. The motor's here at the back. Kind of gives you idea when you look at these and how they've done it to actually build one for yourself.
Did that have a winch on the bed?
You
Yes, they
can
do.
put one here on the bed. You can add one if you want, but it does not come with the winch. I don't think it does.
I
Oh, right.
believe it
Oh,
does
it's
come
just the
with the
one
winch.
there.
I don't remember if they give you the smaller winches that they have, or if it's their strong winch.
That's a pretty good build.
There's my Cross RC tab. I guess it closed it when it opened this one. I can look at it later. That's the interior. Lots of work to do on this, on the interior. Lots of painting, lots of details.
Yeah.
On the cab. Here's the motor details where you glue all the hoses.
Yeah, because that hood opens up, right?
Yep.
And that's a cover that holds all the motor and the transmission and all that, the motor.
Yeah. Looks like the ESC. They want you to put it on the side here.
Yeah, everything goes underneath the motor.
So I guess you cannot put a Mamba Max Pro on there.
Oh man.
I know. I'm disappointed.
I'll just put the
Tires are
Mamba Monster X
last.
and I'll just put the Mamba Monster X instead.
I guess the winch does come with it. There's a winch, the part number.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got the wheel trucks. That's what I'm debating on mine also. If probably gonna get them 3D printed, but it's probably gonna be a twist lock. So you twist it, you put it in there in the slot, and you just twist it to lock it. So that
And they
I'm
don't
thinking
come with it.
that's how I'm gonna do mine.
I gotta cut out the little sections in there.
Yep.
For
But
the
yeah,
lights.
this thing does have the winch. Here's the winch in the back.
Yeah.
The only thing it does not have is a radio, servos, and also ESC.
What are you gonna put on it at a 1080?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 1080.
I suppose you put the battery in that toolbox right there, right?
Yep. Yeah, battery goes in the toolbox.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and the battery here.
The winch
Yeah.
actually has steel cable on it instead of just a regular rope cable.
Okay. Because this would be okay if you put it down there and you just lift the bed. This is gonna go down, and you can catch something, a truck or something on the front wheels.
Does that come with the light kit and everything too?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Light kit, and even this light comes with it.
Yeah.
The emergency light.
And
Oh, is that rear trailer hitch part of the bumper assembly too, or?
Yeah.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you could separate that off of it, but it looked like it was one solid piece.
Yeah, it's one solid piece. You can see it here, how it goes. And when you lift the bed all the way up, you see that this is now flat. So if you build something here with rubber that kind of catches the wheel, just like the real trucks, it should be interesting because by the time you put this down, this actually brings everything up. I'll go see my brother. He'll design something. I have to bring a picture of the real one or the real thing to actually show him what he's got to do.
And this was my truck on the back of that at Beat the Creek.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
So the trucks fit on there good. That truck weighs 13 pounds. It does roll back and tilt with it. And the truck itself, the tow truck, is about 18 to 20 pounds. So all the weight transfer is in the front, which that's why it's able to.
That's why I have a problem with the
With that.
scale, because usually that's like a K5 truck, what you got on the back.
Right.
But that truck, that carrier is usually much bigger than that truck on the side.
Right.
on
Yeah.
the
It's
back of it.
It's snug.
everybody's scale
Yeah.
is a little different, which we've all learned that years ago.
Yeah.
I know back when I was racing off road, I had an HPI Savage, everybody else had a T-Max. Both marketed as 10th scale, and the HPI Savage made those look like an 18th scale.
Yeah. I have a Savage here.
Savage.
Didn't Cross just build that other tow truck too?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
The
have
RTR.
that's a bigger scale.
Yeah,
It's
that's a bigger scale.
8 scale,
Yeah,
I
it's a
think,
1/8.
Yeah.
So I did, this is their truck Cross RC with the dual wheel at the back. So I did a mount at the back to actually have the shocks. And then I got to get my brother to modify this piece, because once it goes all the way up like this, when the servo comes all the way up, it actually leans on the axle. So it actually going to lean on the axle. So I won't barely have any compression here, and it's just going to, because suspension is going to be on the tires.
That's for your tow truck tank, your flatbed.
Yeah, the flatbed, the coal truck.
Yeah, the cab over.
Yeah. And in the front, well, the shocks are just sitting on this, and then this goes up and down.
I can't say Jeepers Creepers anymore because
It's not
it's not a Jeepers Creepers.
So the way the shocks are put here, it won't get a lot of weight or a lot of stress on the servos. I don't think so anyways. But
Yeah.
this is not a truck that I'm going to drive for an hour or 2 or 3 on the trails and things like that with a flatbed. This is more a show truck. You bring your car in, you unload it, and then you park it and you use the other one. So
Right.
it should be interesting once it's done.
Either that, or you bring it out onto the trail to recover your broke down truck and then tow it back out.
Yes.
Right.
So do you find a spot for the winch there, Josh?
I found a dig transmission mount.
Oh, there you
that I
go.
bolted to the shock tower and then ran back here. The tire clears and the winch will run straight forward.
Cool. That
Nice.
works. And it fits just snug under that body.
Yep.
There you go.
Now,
Cool.
is that where he puts his battery also? Is right there next to the winch?
The Velcro spot, yeah. So it'll help so the battery doesn't slide out either. Velcro spot.
Oh, okay. I thought it went in between the chassis rails where that white piece is.
He had it set up that way, but he never bought a battery small enough. So
Gotcha.
if I'm setting it up, it's going here for now.
You asked for the work to be done, but didn't give me any direction on where you needed it.
And it's my winch.
There you go.
Now this is my radiator, which is weathered a little bit, and it used to be black, but now I painted it gray and then red.
It looks good.
So that's going to be inside of my tow truck behind the front grille. Should be interesting.
What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, Mr. Trailer Boy. That's a big long trailer ass you got there.
Huh?
That's a big ass long trailer you got there.
Dude, it's 5 foot. It's 5 foot long. When you put it all together, it's 5 foot long.
Jeez,
Crazy.
So there's his trailer.
nice.
What's the round thing? What's that tank looking thing?
Because it's meant to look like your water tanks and your hydraulic tank and everything. But I plan on actually making that tank up front. Like, I'll put a lot of electronics in there
Okay.
because I plan on making the truck so the trailer actually widens. Like, so it goes from 9 inches wide out to 13 inches.
Wow.
I plan on putting either some little small hydraulic rams in it, or else putting like actuators in it to make it so I can control it off the remote to make it go wider and narrower.
Now this trailer makes it very long. This
Yeah. When
first
you put the
You got
dolly
that
on
extra
it.
dolly thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the camera doesn't do it, like the anodized blue.
Yeah, it looks small in that picture.
Yeah. But I mean the collar, even like in person, the collar is like holy crap. But I plan on hopefully I was thinking like because the front, like, hold on, let me grab the front percent. Oh,
Is it gonna fit in the shot?
Yeah, see how real big it is.
so here's that front piece.
Yeah,
Oh,
that front
shit.
piece didn't look like nothing
Oh,
like that in the shot. So.
Yeah. There's that front. So this is where that kind. So this is where like this. Actually, I didn't realize this screws off.
Oh, that's
All
good. Yeah.
all of that's hollow. So in here, you actually put like an Allen key, and you can widen the whole. Like so, you can widen the whole stance of the trailer.
Hmm.
So I was thinking if I do like some sort of 360 servo or something in there, that I can just turn. So you can widen the whole. Like let me just keep going.
Yeah.
Till it's
Wow, it goes wide, eh? Wow.
Yeah, let me keep going until it stops. There we go.
Boys,
So it's like if I put some sort of 360 servo in there, I think I could make that off a servo.
Nice.
yeah, no kidding.
And you need a small banner that says wide load.
Yeah, well, what's cool is the ramps that come on it. The ramps actually come with their own oversized, like like metal plaques on them. One ramp says over, and the other ramp says size
Oh, okay.
on it, like, which is pretty cool.
There's gonna be a lot of
I do think if I put a 360 servo in there, I'll be able to do this off a controller.
it'll be a lot of friction though going out, won't it? I mean, a lot of
Yeah, but if it's
when you have
if
it
you
on
don't,
the ground,
yeah, but if you don't have the load on it, I think it'll go in and
it'll
out
work.
right, like so. So it goes from like 9 inches to 13 inches. So this thing like this, like I didn't even know this was like I thought that was just one big solid tank. So it's actually just about a hollow empty tank.
What
So
are
you
them
can
other
put-
things for tires, Sean?
So you can put a load of electronics in there, and you can put like a battery in there and everything. And it actually has. So where the slot is on the side of it, I think I'll actually loosen these things and twist the whole tank so the slot is at the bottom, and then you can hide all the wires
Yeah.
underneath, like So there's going to be a lot of figuring out to do with it, but I'm sure I can make it.
Now,
Some
those
sort of
pieces on the
electronic.
side of the, right there, are those like fender extensions for
You
the
know,
back?
these things are actually you actually get a load of spare tires. You
Oh,
put
wow.
you put all spare tires up here, like and everything with it.
Oh,
It's
shit.
pretty cool. I'd like to see these little levers. I think if I look at Lego has like little ones that move. So I was thinking like if I do the electronics and then I could put little Lego ones in there that look like they're going up and down when the truck's actually moving, like
That'd be cool.
yeah, it'll be something different, like
Nicole's in the chat. How you doing, Nicole?
Yeah, see, so you get all these spare, like there's lots of
Tires.
spare tires that goes up on them fucking.
Oh, you even get the spare tires for them. Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
gives you everything, like the tires.
you have two on this trailer and then one on this side. So that
Well,
means
actually, you get on the trailer, there's another set, so you actually have another one that comes not installed. You have
That
another
looks
one.
like 1/24th scale.
So you have another one that's not even installed, like, so you
okay.
will have eight spare tires on the trailer.
8 spare tires. Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty cool, I think, but,
What truck is that gonna go on?
yeah.
What
Gonna
truck
go
do
on-
you pull it with?
Which rig are you
Camera's
gonna take
supposed
to
to
tow
make
it?
it bigger.
What's gonna call it? My new
Yeah.
Kenworth. So my new Kenworth, we'll call it.
You're gonna have to repaint that truck now to match the trailer.
I know, I was actually thinking maybe I need to buy a new truck. Just to match the trailer.
It's either paint the truck or paint the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that today. Maybe I need to buy a new maybe I need to buy a new truck. Because that's like saying about the ramp having like say way one
Says
says
wide load.
over and the other
Overload.
says size.
Oh yeah.
So automatically on the ramps, it'll have oversized already put on the ramps. Pretty cool ramps too. Might give it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean it doesn't come assembled? You got an assemble thing?
Yeah, you gotta assemble.
Some assembly required.
There's a lot of assembly to it as well. So,
So
it's
does
fine.
that go wide? Will that be wide enough to put your big dump truck on it?
Fucking dude, it widens way more than my dump truck even. That was the reason I wanted it, because I can widen it to whatever widths I want. So you can widen it from 9 to 13 inches.
Wow.
Widen it to whatever.
I didn't know if it would be wide enough for the big dump truck on there.
Yeah. The big truck that fits in it, no problem. Like,
Hey Sean, in that video you were dumping that stuff into that like grader.
yeah.
Does that grader run on batteries or is it plugged
Yeah,
in?
it runs on LiPo batteries, yeah.
Oh wow, man. That's big machine, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was pretty cool because the way they had that like little once your back tire hit that like little switch type thing on the grate, then that's what kicks it in and off.
Oh, that's what makes it start.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool feature on it.
Nicole says it's going to be her birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday,
Oh.
Nicole.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday.
It's always somebody's birthday all over the world every day.
Yeah. And the best thing about it, as soon as you're born, you're dying.
You're the youngest person in the world.
Mhm.
One point in time.
Sean, what goes up but never goes down?
I don't know.
Your age.
Your age.
I was gonna say taxes.
Ain't that the truth? Unfortunately, it's the truth.
Yeah. That's a dad joke.
Yeah.
Who else has a dad joke that's clean? Gotta be
Yeah.
clean.
I don't think I know any clean
Never
jokes.
mind.
Yeah.
No, none of my dad jokes are clean.
Is there such a thing?
No, there isn't really.
Mhm.
I think Dennis is cold. He's got his hoodie on, unless he wants to look cool.
I'm cold.
Fucking crazy. It was like 66 here today in raining.
It's 65 degrees right now and it's hot.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy here.
I think it hit like 56 here today, but we turned the heat down because it got too warm in here.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to turn the heat back up.
Well, Battle Creek, it's 36 Fahrenheit
Yep.
Celsius. Pretty much the same weather we have here.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to rain all weekend. Well, it rained today, tomorrow, and I wanted to go skiing Saturday, but I don't know if how good the condition of skis are going to be. The ski hill.
Spring water.
Yeah, there ain't.
Yeah, you'll be skiing in pure ice.
Yeah.
And
And
That's snow skiing tank.
Yeah.
Water skis and ice skates.
It's going to be my son's second time. He went one time with me last year, really enjoyed it. He wants to get back out, but I told him I don't think I'll bring you because of the ice, and it's more dangerous when you do it on the ice. So I don't know.
It's dangerous when you do it on the ice, people. They might stick to the ice.
Oh, I went on the pro hill, like a double or triple diamond one time, and they had the moguls, the big bumps. Let me tell you, so icy, it was crazy, and I could not do it because it was so I basically slid sideways pretty much the whole hill. Like it took me a long time, just like braking, just sliding very slow down the hill because this thing was like steep, like crazy steep. So what the heck am I doing here?
I think Sean just tried to tell a dad joke and nobody
Yeah,
caught
What,
it.
what was your dad joke?
yeah. You said doing it on the ice.
Hmm.
Like,
Slippery when wet, basically,
You
right?
shouldn't because you'll stick. He can stick to the ice,
Yeah.
right?
Does Nightbot not like me?
I guess not. Oh, there it goes. Well, earlier somebody did it twice. Nicole says the weather is bipolar.
We're gonna leave that alone.
North Pole
Right?
and
We're
South
gonna leave
Pole.
that one way alone.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta run to the
All
store.
right.
I'm
Thanks,
Mitchell.
guys.
See you
See
later,
you later.
Mitch.
Thanks for dropping.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for
See you
the
later,
invite.
Mitch.
Thanks for hanging out. Catch you on next one.
We'll
Yeah.
see you, Mitch.
later, Mitch.
Later, buddy.
I'm happy you got that trailer, and it's got a little bit of assembly on it. It's just like the big one from Cross RC, that $800 trailer I built.
Yeah.
It came already kind of pre-assembled, but you had to finish off some stuff. So
Yeah, that's it. So give me something to do on the live tomorrow night. Work on that. Yeah. I gotta figure out like so. I don't know where I was thinking maybe hydraulics, because you do hydraulics, you could do the quick connects
yeah,
between the dolly and the trailer.
okay.
You could do quick connect just with the hoses, just connect together. Or
And
just do some sort of quick connect for electrics or
And
something.
those quick connects
Yeah.
are good enough for the high pressure of the hydraulics?
Yeah. Because that's how like your excavator, like so I don't know if you can see my excavator, but
Oh, yes, that's true.
so here come it's right up to this point, they're all metal pipes. Like everything's all metal, and then the quick connects all turn into like after the quick connects, it's all like a really hard tubing then, like
Yeah,
so,
the flexible one.
yeah. So that's what I was thinking, maybe do it like that, or just do it with actuators. Like actuators would be the cheapest way to do it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of actuators and screwdrivers or something. I just don't know how I'd work the quick connect. Maybe I could do like magnetic connections or something.
Okay.
Couple of little wouldn't just touch the magnets together to send the currents through or something.
Yeah, I gotta find my airbrush for painting, because I do have one, a little tiny compressor behind me, for airbrushing, because the guy wants me to airbrush his truck, so with no spray can.
Oh
So
no, yeah, what?
So he wants the overspray look. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't ask him that part.
Okay.
Airbrushing. I just couldn't get the pressure right on my airbrush when I was trying
Right.
it out. So I just gave up on the fucking thing.
Yeah, me,
Yeah.
it's the consistency of the thing is supposed to be like milk and not water. But when
Yeah.
I look at a glass of milk and a glass of water, to me, they're the same. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, the thin where you thin it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that this weekend because it's supposed to be raining all weekend and cold. So I'm gonna start. I gotta go to the shed and get my little box out of the garage. I mean, out of the shed.
I know, same here, raining the whole freaking weekend. It always, it's a Murphy's Law. Like, it's either last weekend was freezing fucking cold, like 15 degrees the whole weekend. And then this weekend's raining the whole weekend. It's like, what the heck?
Wow.
Yeah, you got all the shit that we got.
Yeah, the weekend's gone.
Yeah. Like, I moved into this hotel for the construction site that I could make out the back, and I don't even have a chance to do the freaking construction site.
Make a little sign closed for rain.
Yeah.
That's weird. I got a little warning on top of my Zoom thing that says preparing live stream. Prepare live stream. It's always there. I go, we are streaming live as far as I know.
Yeah. They're only preparing it now or something seriously wrong.
Right.
Oh, Nicole's singing again.
Oh, she was singing on my last live video from last week, last Thursday. She put a lot of comments there.
Yeah, she came on to the 11 Charlie stream the other night.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Paul did, yeah.
Oh yeah, she would. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
And I had to be the bad guy.
You're always the bad guy.
The bad
You were
guy.
Kurt.
The
Yeah,
bad guy.
I couldn't make Monday night stream. I've been busy as heck down here. It's like crazy.
Okay. Well, busy is good. Time goes by
Yo,
fast.
I'm the
Yeah,
bad
it does.
guy.
It does, that's for sure.
Razor Marone, the bad guy. Yo.
Cool. So it's pretty close to 11:30. It's 11:20. So we're gonna start saying our goodbyes. It always takes a little bit. And we'll start with Keith. Go ahead, Keith.
Thanks for inviting me, Tank. Keep your RC muddies, your hamster smiling. See you tomorrow night. And don't forget mine on Saturday nights.
Cool.
Thanks.
Keith goes live on Saturday now.
Who's on tomorrow?
Sean.
I'll be live tomorrow.
Let's go with Brad Kalman.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Come here. Come here.
I don't
Keith
like
likes
the bright
green.
shit.
Oh,
Thanks for playing the game with me. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and see you on the next one.
Thank you very much. Kurtz RC.
thanks for the invite there, Tank, and everybody have a great Friday.
Thank you very much. Nate.
Nice to be here. Nice seeing everybody. And as always, it's informative and fun to be around. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Jem's Hobby.
Thanks for having me, Tank. It's always fun, and sorry I've been working. I haven't been very chatty.
Not a problem. Dennis.
Thanks for the invite. Sorry I got in a little late. Just been hurting all day. And chat, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on your way out.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brendan. Unknown RC.
Sorry I was late. Thanks for the invite, though. It's always a pleasure. It's always a blast. Hey, y'all have a great rest of the week. Stay green. Peace.
Thank you. Sean's RC Adventure.
Thank you very much for always being here on Thursday night. The consistency, like I came home tonight there, and I knew I could just turn the computer on and be there. Like so,
Cool.
thanks for always being there and doing it on the Thursday night. And we all appreciate it, and everybody in the chat, thanks for always showing up and showing the support. So, thanks, Tank.
Well, thank you to all of you, because this wouldn't be possible without your help and your support throughout all these years that we've been doing this. And I know that, which is kind of weird, is people change. There's always somebody new coming, and there's some people leaving. It is sad to see some people go. I've been doing this so long. There is a lot of people that left us and left this earth. So let's just keep in touch. And this is, to me, a best way to keep in touch. Talk about our troubles, talk about our réussite, when we succeed, our success stories. Thank you very much, guys, for being here week after week. And Sergeant J is trying to join in. Hey, Sergeant, we're just saying bye to everybody.
Hey,
You want to say
what's
bye?
up,
Want to say hi
everybody?
and bye?
Y'all getting ready to y'all ending it right now?
Yeah, you just say hi and
What's up
bye.
to everybody and bye to everybody. And I like that speech you just gave. I 100% agree with everything you just said.
Cool. Thank you very much. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Until then, go charge up some batteries and go in there, break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not doing right. Right, Nate?
That's right.
That's right.